He wants to show they really care. They need to get this done.
Calling for change yet again. A deadly hit-and-run crash has a community demanding safer streets. Tonight, the city's plan and the neighborhood's fight to see it through. This is KOIN 6 News at 11 o'clock. I'm Jennifer Hoff.
And I'm Jeff Gianola. And as police continue to search for that driver, family and friends are remembering 82-year-old Sandra Bosch, a mother and grandmother. We first brought you this story as breaking news last night. That hit and run happening on North Fessenden and Tioga, a stretch of road many say is far too dangerous.
And you look up hit and run, and do you know how many you see? You know, it's like becoming an epidemic.
My world's never going to be the same.
Tonight, we're learning about the Bureau of Transportation's plans for that street and hearing from a woman who's been pushing city leaders for improvements for nearly a decade. Cole Miller, live in North Portland with those stories for us. Cole.
Well, Jeff, good evening. When we were out here last night, we noticed some construction taking place on some of the sidewalks, and at that time, we didn't know what it was all about. Well, tonight we've learned that PBOT is improving this stretch of Fessenden with a few projects stretching from Midway out to Seneca with things like flashing crosswalks and medians in the roadway, something neighbors out here say is long overdue.
I've lost a lot of sleep over the last few years on this.
Flashing lights on Fessenden Wednesday night. It's where a woman was hit and killed, the driver speeding off.
It's unbelievable.
And for Donna Cohen,
And then this.
it's a headline she's heard one too many times.
Sometimes I get really super angry. Sometimes I'm just frustrated.
Rallying at City Hall, Cohen has tried for years to make this street safer. Something she says has been exhausting.
We have been told things that weren't accurate so many times. I don't believe a thing that comes out of PBOT anymore.
Well, now something is being done.
We're improving a number of intersections.
Barricaded off, work is underway on creating some flashing crosswalks, renderings from PBOT showing the future of Fessenden, including some of those median islands. Improvements coming to these intersections. The goal to have these projects done by October, a price tag of a little more than $4 million.
Some of the things that we added were because of what the community told us they wanted.
A new look that Cohen hopes is the answer.
I'm optimistic that it will make a huge difference. It's about changing the total tenor of the street.
Although she'll always wonder if this had all been done earlier, could this tragedy have been avoided?
You can't help but think if they had only done it, this wouldn't have happened.
Now, Cohen was really pushing for these improvements to be done by the time school year starts next year, but that's not going to happen. She wanted those kids and those students to be able to learn how to use these new safety improvements the best that they can. Now, as for this hit and run, guys, police are still looking for the driver who was behind the wheel of a newer red sedan that likely has front end damage now. If you know anything, give police a call. Live tonight in North Portland, Cole Miller, KOIN 6 News.